my name is Ashley with Cool Kids Knit, and today we are going to go over one of Sierra Yarn's knitting patterns. If you are a new knitter, this pattern might look like a different language to you, and that's totally normal. I'll walk you through each page and explain common abbreviations, what it all means, and how to find extra support if you need that. So on my iPad, I have the Dream Cloud Blanket, which is a knitting pattern from Sierra Yarns, and it's very beginner friendly. I'll be sharing my screen right here so we can go over the pattern and you can see what I'm seeing the whole time. So on the first page, the important information is who the designer is and also an email if you need further help with this pattern. There's also a QR code for video tutorial, which is really helpful, especially if you're a first-time knitter. There are also some links for how to cast on, how to knit, how to add a ball of yarn. That's really helpful. The next page goes over what is inside your kit, what's included, and more pattern information, which is really nice. If you are knitting a garment, you will also see more information about sizing for the garment, measurements, helpful information like that. You will also see the gauge. Now the gauge is really important, and I'll have another video in this playlist explaining the gauge and the importance of the gauge. On the next page, you'll see the abbreviations. For this pattern, it's very beginner friendly, so you only have a few abbreviations, which is K for knit, P for purl, and rep for repeat. If you're doing a more complicated kit or like a sweater, for example, you'll probably see more abbreviations. And it also says this blanket is knitted with a double strand, which means you hold both of the yarns together. So instead of just doing one ball of yarn, you're going to do two balls of yarn. All right, so now for the fun part, which is pattern instructions. You're going to cast on 100 stitches. Again, I have a video on this playlist about how to cast on stitches. After you cast on stitches, it's time to do your rib border. Row 1 says to P3, K2, P2, rep from star 23 times. Okay, let's talk about what that means. The first thing you're going to do is purl the first 3 stitches. Once you're done with the first 3, you're going to knit the next 2 stitches. So K2 means knit 2 stitches. Then you are going to purl 2 stitches, which is what P2 means. And then you are going to repeat that knit 3, knit 2, purl 2, repeat it. You're going to repeat it 23 times. After you repeat it 23 times, you'll be left with 5 stitches, which is for the knit 2, purl 3. So that's 5 stitches left. After you're done with the knit 2 and purl 3, you're ready for row 2. Row 2 is going to be the same kind of pattern as row 1, but flip-flopped. So instead of the P3, it will be K3, which is knit 3, purl 2, knit 2, repeat 23 times, and then again you'll be left with 5 stitches, which is for the purl 2 and knit 3. So after you complete row 1 and row 2, you're going to repeat row 1 and 2 more times for a total of 6 rows. So after you complete your border, you're moving on to the main section. So row 7 is P1, K1, P1, K1, which is purl, knit, and then you will purl 93 stitches. Then you will knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. And then row 8 is the same thing, except it's flip-flopped again. So it's knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, and then knit 93, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1. So the knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, those are borders along the side of your blanket. If you didn't have these right here, then your blanket will start to fold over itself because that's what stockinette does. So you have to have those borders there so it's a nice flat piece. So you're going to repeat rows 7 and 8 for a total of 163 rows, or as long as you want your blanket to be. So if you don't want your blanket as long, you don't have to do this many rows. But whenever you are happy with your length, you're going to do another rib border, the same as before, which is the purl 3, knit 2, purl 2, repeat for 23 times, and then a knit 2, purl 1. So it's the same as before, and you're going to do that for a total of 6 rows. These instructions say you should have a total of 169 rows. Again, that row will be determined on how long you want your blanket to be. And then when you are finished with your border, you're going to bind off in a rib stitch. I will have a video in this playlist of how to bind off your stitches. And lastly, you're going to weave in all your ends and block if you want to. I will also have a video about weaving in ends and blocking if you have any questions about that. And lastly is a congratulations, you just finished your blanket. Don't forget to tag Sierra Yarns with your completed piece on Instagram, and there is also another email if you have further questions or concerns. I hope this video is helpful for you. If you have any other questions or concerns, go ahead and leave them down below. Otherwise, happy knitting!